Our little boy all grows up tonight. And you know what, big boy? You're grown up. You're grown up. Yeah, I did that. Is this a fucking protection for you? Because you're grown up and you're grown up and you're grown up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of the All Grown Up podcast. We are your trifecta, your triple threat of motherfucking hosts. I am George.
I'm Sal.
And I'm Ray Hample.
Dude, you're feeling it today, huh?
I am fucking feeling it because I am not on call anymore.
Yes.
So welcome to the podcast that is about what are we? We're a bunch of 30-year-old dudes trying to adult this shit up. Feeling good, trying to figure life out step by step, day by day.
George, what are you drinking?
Well, before I get into what I'm drinking, let's talk about the song that we just broke down. The intro song that we just heard was Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. For people that remember the movie Swingers, they played that final scene where Mikey actually sees the bunny. So what we're going for here is we're going to try to break down a song every episode, right? And we're going to give you guys a little bit of trivia to try to like trigger that nostalgia factor in us, right? This was actually my choice for the song, Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, from Ventura, California, actually, guys. Did you guys know that? From Ventura, California?
No, I did not.
I didn't know that. No.
So from their 1998 album, America Deluxe, which is actually their second album. On the movie soundtrack, Swingers also.
Deuce.
You and Me in the Bottom makes 3 tonight.
Ooh.
Which tonight we're having several bottles.
We have plenty of bottles here, yeah.
To get back to your question. Oh, by the way, side note, Big Bad Voodoo Daddy actually played Super Bowl halftime show in 1999, Super Bowl 33.
Hell yeah.
Which is great.
That was like our...
Football?
Yeah. Which a lot of people don't remember.
What do you think about football, Sal?
You don't want to know what I think about football, dude. You don't want to know.
But I believe 1999 was... I don't know what year was, but...
What do you mean? 1999 was 1999.
No, but like where we were at in life. But I remember our 8th grade freshman year was the ska swing revival. So like that's when I heard about the Big Bad Voodoo Daddies and Cherry Poppin' Daddies and Safe Ferris and all those.
That definitely was the time.
Well, 99. What were we like sophomores in high school?
But I can't remember. I think freshman year was what 96, 97.
No.
97,
98.
97, 98.
Oh, 97,
yeah.
98. So okay, so it was like probably like the right at the peak of the swing revival that Big Bad Voodoo Daddies like played in Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But sorry to interrupt you.
No, go for it.
No. But I mean, I am pretty jealous. But George has seen fucking Big Bad Voodoo Daddies like way more than a handful of times.
Oh, dude! And you see, the one thing about bands that you start to figure out is like, remember that one time we went to go see Blink 182? When was that?
Dude, the Inland Invasion punk rock show.
Yeah. We were just like, what the hell, dude? Like, it just breaks your heart when you see a band that you love that, like, sounds like shit live. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it didn't sound too good back then. I don't know
well,
about now.
I mean, they have great stage presence, but, I mean, as far as, like, sound-wise, I mean... But Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, they're actually... Dude, they sound better live than they do on their records, in my opinion.
I bet, man.
It's something else, man.
Oh,
and it's crazy because like I wish that they would play bigger venues, but you know, unfortunately, that whole swing revival. I mean, it's kind of coming up, I guess, again with Rockabilly getting a little bit up there, and like, you know, they start to like look into the jazz roots and whatnot, but jazz and swing roots. But I mean, they usually play smaller venues, man, and that's what's cool is that you actually get to meet these dudes after.
Yeah,
so
it's like
cool,
so
dude.
intimate and everything.
Yeah,
right?
dude, I met Scotty and all of them, man. Like, he's so cool, dude. Like, really cool dudes.
When you saw him, did you go like, "Hey, Scotty, what's it gonna be"?
No, boy, you can't do that. The kid, he was all creepy, man. I remember the first time we went to go watch him in Ventura, actually, and the kid was all like, he was kind of giving googly eyes to Heather because we got all dressed to the nines to go watch them, and we end up in this place.
That's how you have to do it.
See, like how I was telling you earlier this week, both
You gotta
like,
look money.
I didn't know how far Ventura was.
Dude,
and
it's far.
It's like the same distance as San Diego, just in the opposite direction. It is far, man.
super far.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
I used to
'cause-
think it was like, oh, okay, maybe it's just like a city over past, you know, LA or something like that. But hell no, it is far.
Fuck.
2 hours
far.
at least. Or
Dang,
about 2 hours.
Yeah, so it's like, I'd rather fucking go to San Diego if I was gonna go see.
Well,
him,
that's because
you
we know it, you know?
Yeah.
I've never been to Ventura. I mean,
Well, yeah, I don't know Ventura like
or at
we
least I
know
don't
San
know.
Diego,
yeah.
you know.
Right,
but,
right.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, and especially with the traffic, dude. Like, it's fucking brutal.
But
I
yeah,
take that back. I've been to Ventura once, but I mean, still, I don't know the area, you know?
There's really nothing out there.
No.
It's
It
tiny.
didn't seem like it.
Yeah, it's really tiny.
All I remember seeing is a bunch of strawberry fields and shit like that.
Strawberry
but
fields
I got a
forever.
little Big Bad Voodoo Daddies for you. Back when we were in the 8th grade going to freshman year, which was 96, 97, I actually wrote them. I wrote them for an autograph.
Really.
Yeah.
Back when, like, you know, they had fan clubs and stuff like that? Or
Yeah, yeah, and I wrote them because, like, you know, I bought their CD that
Was there fan club info like on the CD?
no, it wasn't any fan club info. It just said, like, you know, they just had
write
their
us?
address, you know.
Oh, okay.
And so I wrote them, and I was like, oh, you know, I'd really love an autograph. And the only person that wrote me back, what's the singer's name?
Scotty.
That's Scotty?
Yeah, that's Scotty.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god, dude.
Okay, I apologize because I'm like,
Big Bad Voodoo
I'm
Daddy,
already...
listening to
Rain's
this.
drunk.
No, yeah, I'm pretty drunk right now. Drinking, I'll tell you what I'm drinking after this. But I wrote him back. He was the only one that wrote, he was the only one that wrote the letter. But he's like, oh, I'm sorry, guys. Or I'm sorry, Ray. You know, we are pretty busy, but I did want to write you and tell you that.
The way he wrote you a letter back?
He
Or are you
wrote
saying
it.
you wrote an email or you wrote a letter?
No, I wrote a letter. I wrote
letter.
a letter.
You mailed it.
This is 98.
who-
There's no fucking
dude,
email in 98.
Dude,
Yes, there
you're
was.
rich as
Yeah,
no,
for
you were rich
fucking
as fuck if you had an
Yeah,
email.
exactly. Like the nerds, dude. That fucking.
Dude, I didn't have my
could
first
afford
computer
that.
till after high school, dude. And that was because my girlfriend gave it to me,
Damn.
which was Vanessa, who is my wife now. You know, but so he wrote back to me on a Big Bad Voodoo Daddies postcard,
Oh, wow.
and he
Oh,
said,
it was a postcard.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
a postcard, and he wrote back to me. He's like, "Oh, sorry, you know, all the guys, you know, I couldn't get all the guys to sign this, but I just want to let you know, I'm really glad to hear that you're a fan and everything." And then he wrote back, and then he signed it, you know, Scotty, you know, and then he wrote like "keep swinging," you know, on the bottom of it.
It's badass.
But
That is pretty like genuine because like
Yeah.
I mean I don't know, I can't speak for all the other bands out there, like, but what guy takes his time to actually I mean, I'm sure other bands do it, but I mean,
yeah, who knows?
as far as the bands that I
other
like,
bands do
I
it,
mean,
yeah.
I know a lot of the bands that I like, you know, they might be busy or whatever, but who takes the time to actually write
Yeah,
a fan
'cause
back?
he
and not
actually
have their
wrote it
like
to me.
and not have their press people do it for them, you know?
And that like, I mean, even if it was the press who, like, you know, I'm hoping it isn't, but you know, he signed it Scotty, you know, and he's like, you know, like, you know, and then he signed after his name. He's like, keep swinging. Like, I was like, oh fuck yeah, you know. I was like, and then like that was like one good memory I have of Big Bad Voodoo Daddies, and I still need to fucking see them.
Yeah, I
live.
haven't seen them live.
we gotta go
That's
watch them. We
definitely
should all
on,
go watch them.
And I definitely do like the gift that you got me when you went with George, when you went to go see him.
yeah.
Like I forget, what was it? Was it coming home from the Navy, or was it my birthday or something? Or
Ah, dude, I don't even remember actually. Dude, this felt like so long ago.
but I just remember you gave me the poster autographed by all of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Really?
Like,
Wow.
yeah. They hang out after the show, man. And, like, you can actually. That was at the Orleans, and I remember walking down the line and just telling everybody, like, you have to tell everybody that they're just great, you know. Like, I mean, dude, just great. And I remember being like, I'm gonna get a poster for Ray. He's gonna love this shit, you know. And it was Yeah, man. I mean, every time that you get to meet them, like you realize how genuinely like just cool they are, man. Like, you know, they say that you should never meet your idols because sometimes like, you know, you're gonna get
Yeah,
heartbroken.
they might be dicks.
Yeah, they might be dicks, but
Yeah, that's true.
you know, I mean, I've never encountered that, but
Yeah, because how do you guys feel when we met face to face?
Dude, I was cool every single time.
Yeah.
I
see-
fucking love Trevor, but I heard Rich's. I don't know if you're going to talk about it, but
that's what I was gonna bring up was, but Rich was super drunk.
Yeah, so I wouldn't take his story seriously.
And not to mention, I mean, poor Trevor, man. Like, you know, he just went in the back and he just wanted to hang out, like get away from everybody. And we just were so drunk that we were just like chilling in the back having a cigarette because by that time I think almost everybody was gone. That was
Right.
that was the show where you were gone.
I was on deployment. I
You were on
remember because
deployment.
I was
Was
like,
this the first Alex's Bar show?
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
and
It
I
a
was
secret
texting.
show.
I was emailing you guys through. I remember that night because I was like probably in the middle of the freaking I don't know Arabian Gulf probably, and I figured out a way to text you guys through email.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, please send me pictures. Please send me pictures. And then you send me a couple pictures, and I was just like, fuck, man, you guys are so close. Oh man,
Dude, that was easily
By far the second. I mean, the only best two shows I've ever been to was Alex's Bar. Those
Yeah.
were such awesome shows, man.
like
dude. That's right. I saw face to face Alex's Bar.
yeah, and like you have to admit, like that venue itself. Shout out to Alex's Bar. is probably like the best place to see a punk rock show. Easy, hands down, dude.
Hell yeah.
Or rockabilly show, or fuck any show for that matter. Anybody
Yeah.
that wants to play there, dude, that place is badass. And then on this particular night, right, it was Lucky 13's. What was it? Their party of the year?
Oh,
I
that's
don't
right.
forget what
You
it
guys
was,
got
man.
free beer.
We got free beer. for an hour.
That was the cherry
hour,
on
dude.
top,
Yeah.
dude. When the guy came up and he's like, "Hey, man, thank you guys all for coming out." He's all, "Free beer for an hour," and we're like, "What?"
You better believe we were double fisting beers for that whole hour, man.
Everyone's just going up to the bar. They're all, "What is it? PBR. They got it. It's just everybody, 2 beers each.
Yeah,
Like, just,
man.
dude,
Tall cans.
Yeah, tall cans. Yeah.
and just leave a couple bucks for a tip, and that's it. It's like hammered. So anyway, so Rich is drunk, right? And of course, Rich being probably the guy that gets music the best out of everybody here, right? Like, I mean, this dude, you know, if anybody knows Rich, you guys know that he went to MI and he's an actual great guitarist. So Rich's drunken mind takes over, right? And he starts talking about like actual guitar geeky stuff
To Trevor. Yeah.
where Trevor's just like, oh man, like, you know, and like his face, dude, like his face, he was just like, I don't want to talk about this shit. Like, he just kind of shined him on. He's like, yeah, man, like, you know, at least that's the way I remember. I mean, I was drunk too, so, you know, shit. But in the picture itself that we have, where it's me, Chava, and Rich, Trevor's face is like you can't see my expression, but it's like one of those things like, all right, like, you know, it's like
take the picture
yeah,
already.
exactly.
Fuck.
Like, let me get out of here.
Speaking of which, you know, Big Choice came out this week, 1995.
It did.
Yeah, man.
Damn, dude.
I love that album so much, man. I mean, I can listen to all their albums straight through, but that one, man, if I have to replay an album of theirs, that is the one for me.
It's a great album.
Oh yeah, that's actually the first album I ever listened to
Yeah, because I let you
of,
borrow it.
Cell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going through that like high school lovesick breakup. I just remember like it was right before Christmas break, almost, I think. And you gave me Big Choice, and you gave me the other album. What was the other album you had back then? It was with the quarter on it.
No, Big Choice is the one with the quarter on it.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's not. It doesn't have a quarter on it, but it's in the little CD booklet.
Yeah, in the CD booklet. But
Was it The Man in the Mirror? Or
no, fool.
no. Man
It's,
in the Mirror, where he's speaking
no,
fucking
Michael
Michael
Jackson.
Jackson?
no.
I know for sure that you brought in Michael Jackson album.
No. I'm
It had
talking
to-
about
it had to have been
I'm
reactionary.
no, fool. I'm talking about the self-titled Face to Face, the dudes in the mirror.
Oh, I Won't Lie Down?
I might have been that one. I'm not sure, but I know
anyways,
for sure one of
anyways.
them was Big Choice.
Yeah, well, back to my story. Like I had 2 people make me compilation, or not make me compilation tapes, but I remember for Christmas break, Sal lent me Big Choice and Jessica Bollinger. You remember Jessica Bollinger?
Yeah.
She made me this fucking badass like music compilation that had like MXPX on one side and then like a bunch of emo shit, like real emo shit on the other side. Like
What do you mean, like a tape?
Yeah, it was a fucking cassette tape. Like,
wow.
It's all get angry and then get sad.
yeah, dude, it had like freaking like the Get Up Kids and freaking Saves the Day and Jets to Brazil on it. And I remember I was like, I listened to that and I got all fucking crybaby. And then
As if anybody hasn't noticed, Ray is the emotional one out of the group.
yeah. And then I finished that tape and then I fucking listened to Big Choice and I was like, fuck yeah, dude, fucking Big Choice. Except when fucking You Lied came on, man.
And the waterworks started?
Yeah, the fucking just the way that the fucking song was made and like the lyrics in the song, it was like, fuck, you lied to me.
like-
You fucking lied to me.
If anybody listening out there has like likes punk rock and has ever been heartbroken, which is probably like every man, you know, like if,
At least once.
yeah, at least once. You should, if you like punk rock, you should go listen to that. And every time that you hear that song, especially when we see them live, there's no way that you're like in the like getting smashed by people and you're singing along and you're all just like, you just get choked up, man. Like it just starts coming down. You're like, yeah, the emotion comes down. Like, you know, you're back in high school and you're like, fuck you, bitch. Like, you know, like, it's a fucking great song, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I love that song, man.
It's like, dude, fuck, man. Even when I can think of it right now, like especially like when it starts off, like it just like those minor chords that they're playing are, fuck.
Yeah, we love Face to Face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
Like I love Face to Face so much, I got them tattooed on me. You know, like
Well, both of you guys do, right?
yeah.
Me and probably in a couple weeks.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. See,
You
I got
have
the
it-
I got the Man in the Maze tattooed on my wrist.
And that's right. And then Rich has the skull
with the crown.
With the crown. That's right.
And it says, "I
that's
won't."
what I'm gonna get. Yeah.
yeah,
That's
and
dude. Their artwork too, dude, is
Yeah.
always badass, dude.
Yeah.
Always badass artwork.
yeah. I don't know who their artist is. I know they
It's
they
different.
got
Every,
like
every album's
well,
different.
well, I thought they like for that album they had the like an actual like pretty famous like vintage artist. I can't think of the name up right now,
Yeah,
but
it's coming to mind right now.
he's done a lot of their posters too and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you have one in here, George?
Yeah, actually, Rich made me for my birthday. He he put
that's
together that thing right there. That's a set list that we caught. Where the hell did we get that set list at?
oh yeah, I'm so jealous
Well,
about
isn't
that.
isn't the ticket right below the?
Yeah, and the ticket.
no,
yeah.
no. The ticket was from somewhere else. I think that
what?
set list is actually from Alex's bar, dude.
Really?
Yeah,
Dang.
dude.
I know I have a couple set lists from them. I know, man. I know one of them is from Alex's bar.
Yeah,
For
I
you
just don't know- I
listeners,
just don't
we'll
know if
take
it
an
was-
IG picture.
yeah, we'll
of
take a
it.
picture of
Yeah.
it so you guys can see it.
I just don't know if it was from the first Alex's bar or from the second Alex's bar.
Yeah, but the ticket itself is
No, it had to have been
Ticketmaster
from the
like the House of Blues.
Wait, so you've seen him at Alex's bar
Twice.
Oh, okay.
Twice.
Because I was at the Alex's bar the second time.
Yeah.
That's where I lost my shoe and I thought I broke my knee.
yeah,
Apparently,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we didn't get a set list then. So it had
so
either,
then-
if you got that at the first Alex or if you got that at Alex's bar, it was
Oh,
probably
you
the
know
first
where I
one.
got it? You know where I got the set list?
No, you got
from
this-
the Triple Crown shows.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
We were
At
there,
the
right?
Observatory.
We-
With
guys were-
freaking
you
Unreal
guys-
Law? With Unreal Law?
Yeah, you guys were there the last night, but I'm such a diehard Face to Face fan that I went to the first two shows by myself.
I remember
Yeah.
that because I wanted to go with you, but I had a fucking work swing shift.
Yeah.
And there was no way I could make it.
I
There was
w- I-
no way I could have
and,
made it.
and by the way, like, you know, tip my hat to you. Like, that's a hardcore fan.
There's
man. If
no
you go
way
to a show by yourself.
There's no way I would miss any of
That's
the
kinda hardcore.
shows. I mean, unless they're like, you know, they're 2 hours away. I can't make it, whatever. But that's the one band that if they're close to me, I'm going to go no matter what. If I go by myself, I'm going. Yeah.
No, yeah, dude.
Most definitely.
Like, I fucking wish I could have gone with you. And I would have done the same. Like if I had no one to go with me, dude, I would have fucking went. Like, dude, I've done that, never.
Why not?
Yeah.
Well, just, I mean, I'm sure that.
Well, because the times that I
hasn't come
probably
up,
could have
right?
went, it
Yeah.
never came up, or I probably had to fucking work. So, like,
Yeah.
you know, fucking the man keep me down, man.
Man, you should just call it out.
Fucking, I wish I. From
Now
what I,
that you
from-
think about it, you wish you
Now that I
would've,
think
right?
about it,
Yeah.
yeah, of course. It's always after. Just like when shit happens when you want to talk to like not when you want to talk to somebody but when you have like a confrontation with somebody and then you
Right.
you come back and you're like, man, I wish I could have fucking said this.
Yeah.
Like I
Actually,
look
you know what,
back and it's
yeah.
like, man, I wish I could have fucking called out.
Yeah, that was
because
a-
it's not like they would have fucking cared.
Yeah, that was the first time I actually had been to a show by myself. Actually, even like, I'm telling you the truth. Like, you honestly don't even feel you're by yourself because you're just
Because everybody's fucking vibing,
you're,
right?
You're amongst the fans, and like
Yeah.
everybody's doing the same thing you are. So I'm sure somebody else out there in the audience is by themselves too. You just obviously you're not gonna know about it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, yeah. I totally agree with you, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I'm so jelly.
Yeah, and I got a signed poster
Please don't ever say
on the
jelly again.
don't do that.
Dude, I'm so jelly.
Signed poster on the last night because I bought the 3 shows.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You
There
got
was
that
like the, it was like
badass
the
fucking big
package
ass
or whatever.
poster,
So I
yeah.
got that poster. I got a few posters of them signed. I mean,
Fuck,
man,
man, you're lucky. See, I got the one that we got at Warped Tour.
the one with the little kid in the little car, right?
Yeah. I don't.
Did you have that up here, George? Too? You had it somewhere. The one with the little kid in the little car. With
No,
he has a little hat with a little propeller on it.
No, I didn't have that one. Dude.
No?
No, I didn't have that one.
Well, I know I have it.
I have the one from Alex's bar that they were handing out, where it's.
I have that one too.
marker,
Yeah.
and it's like.
Oh, we'll take a picture of that and post it on IG too.
Yeah, George has like a little face-to-face wall going on here.
We
Yeah,
do.
in our studio here.
Our makeshift studio.
Makeshift studio in Temple City again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big ups to
Is
Temple
this,
City.
is this like a temporary permanent fix here?
I don't
or-
know. I'm starting to dig it. I mean, we got to get a little bit maybe better acoustics. Hopefully, we're
Yeah.
sounding better. We're doing our homework.
Yeah.
Thanks for the feedback, everybody.
Yeah,
So hopefully
appreciate
we're
it.
all
Oh, yeah,
starting to
yeah.
level out. So
Yeah. I thought we had the shit fucking set last time, but then I heard it was really low, and
then I wasn't using my big boy voice.
Yeah, apparently
Yeah.
not. No. That's,
So,
So now hopefully I sound like big boy.
so hopefully this time it sounds fucking
And it is,
terrific.
yeah.
So getting back to the original, this is probably like 10 minutes ago. The us and the bottle tonight, right? So what are we drinking tonight, right? So shout out to the whiskey guy and Glenfiddich USA, because we are actually I was
Hell yeah.
able to track down a bottle of the IPA cask.
How hard was it for you to
Oh
track it down?
yeah.
You know, it wasn't like
Wait.
that hard. I guess it's available in a lot of places, but it's experimental. So like after this year, it might be gone.
Really?
Where did you buy it?
I got it over at Mission Winery. No, wait. Mission Liquor.
Mission Liquor?
Yeah, there's a place in Glendale and there's a place in Pasadena. And Mission Liquor, which is a great place to go because their prices are actually below Bevmo, dude.
No, we are just
Really?
plugging everybody on this episode. aren't
We are, yeah. But
Dude, I don't give a shit, man. Like, because I remember when I saw it on Instagram, and I was like, and I tagged you guys. I was like, holy fuck yeah!
IPA whiskey, like Scotch whiskey, because we love Scotch.
Yeah.
We love whiskey.
Scotchy,
whiskey.
Scotchy, Scotch.
And we love IPAs, so it's like it was
In
match
my
made in
belly.
heaven.
And I was like,
In my
fuck yeah!
And it's delicious. by
Hell
the way.
yeah.
So like
Hell
it's it retails, I think most places you can find it about $59. Mission Liquor has it for $54.99.
Man, we are really plugging them, huh?
And it's good though. It's fucking worth every penny. It's
Damn, you hear that train in the background?
Man, you get a train over.
Yeah, well, it's not far from here, but it's fucking really good. So I definitely recommend you guys check that out.
Hell yeah,
Especially-
dude!
especially if you
All I
like-
gotta say is this is fucking good ass.
It's really good.
Yeah. Super smooth. Has that little citrusy finish at the end from, if you guys are familiar with IPAs, you get a little bit of the citrus notes, you know? It's damn good stuff, man.
Speaking of IPA, we're also
Hell
drinking
yeah.
Beer Camp Golden IPA.
Yes.
Hell yeah,
2017.
by Sierra Nevada,
Sierra Nevada.
and you can buy that for all the listeners out there that want to try the beer that we're drinking, which is again Beer Camp by Sierra Nevada.
We are really seriously plugging everybody, dude.
Well, you know why it
You
is?
can buy it at 7-Eleven.
and we're not getting paid at all.
I know. But you know why
We're
it
not
is?
seeing $1.
Here's why we're plugging everybody. Because this is the first legitimate podcast where we're all really drunk.
Well, I'm not there yet.
We're not drunk, but like, you know, we obviously...
we warmed up a little bit before the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we were definitely drinking a lot.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing with like the podcast, I think, that I've noticed, okay? Usually they say like, okay, we have a pilot, even though Chava doesn't agree with the pilot.
I don't agree with no pilot. No.
So that was our first show. And we're trying to, figure stuff out. We're trying to see how we're going to vibe.
Work
and,
the
like,
kinks.
Work the kinks out, And then, last podcast, I was on call. You guys got the chance to drink, so I was kind of a little bit out of it. And then our audio still wasn't, like, really on point. And then now, like, we're all free. Sorry about that.
Hey, check yourself.
We're all free to have some drinks. Ray is actually celebrating his first day of unemployment.
Today is my first day of
Yeah.
unemployment, babies.
Because he's
Not by
moving,
choice, but because he got a new job.
exactly.
Yes.
Moving on to
Yes.
bigger and better things.
Yep.
More to come after this. But
yes.
so now I think that we're actually hitting a stride, right? So we're starting to feel more comfortable and the booze is off, obviously loosening things up, So
Most deaf.
that's probably why we're like,
And George is saying this while I'm lifting my cup up to him. To,
Yeah.
Fill
And
me up
while
again.
while George pours sell his whiskey drink,
Some more.
I just like to say, today is my first day of unemployment, and I do have to say, with every new chapter in someone's life, like you always want to take something from what you are leaving.
are
And
you gonna miss your old job?
I will definitely miss my coworkers.
Really?
Yeah, and I guess like
Did you get a little choked up when you were leaving the place?
oh yeah, like, there was
really-
like
you
three
did?
or four times because like
How long were you there?
about like 4 years and like
4
maybe
years?
6 months. Yeah,
really? No
Yeah.
shit. Dude,
Yeah.
that damn time flies.
time does fucking fly, dude.
Shit.
And like you're there and there's a fucking train again.
Man, that's all right. I don't think you hear it.
Fucking ghost train or what?
Yeah, like fucking.
People are just going to think you're crazy.
For everybody
But-
out there listening, we could hear a train. Like it's like
the
sounds like
fuck-
it's down the block.
It's the fucking drunk train that's in your mind. It's
Yeah.
about to fucking
Dude,
run
maybe.
over your ass.
But yeah, like I was the youngest guy working there. Well, no, I wasn't the young. There was me and a couple other dudes working there that were like my age, like 3 or 4.
That's a smooth drink, George.
But anyways, like the rest of the guys were like older guys, So I mean, I kind of looked up to them, like not only job wise, but like life wise, like when you work with when you work with people, or when you work with like your shift or whatever, you learn or you get to know them, So
Well, especially like once you start to like learn the job and like what it entails, right? Like you have to respect them. It's like, man, you've been doing this for
Yeah.
this long and like
Yeah.
you're still here and you know this much. So like they're wiser than you. And you're like, dude, props to you, man.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
like,
yeah, exactly. And then at the same time, you get to know them on a personal level, and you kind of learn things from them, like life wise,
Yeah.
to where there's 3 or 4 coworkers that I got close to that gave me like really good life advice, like good marital advice. Like I don't know, like I don't know what am I supposed to do, and he's like, oh, I've been in that situation before, and let me give you a rundown of how I made things straight with my wife, and sometimes it worked for me and sometimes it didn't, but like getting that advice was way cool, and then at the same time, and even then it was also the same, like with just life advice with like even owning a home, like I'd be, oh dude, my freaking roof is leaking.
Use duct tape, right?
Yeah. What am I supposed to do? And he's like, use duct tape and WD-40. no,
So that's where that came from.
Yeah. If anybody listened to last week's or the last episode,
no, that's a mechanic's joke. You use WD-40 or duct tape. But anyways, so yeah, like it was really sad to.
well, obviously you'll still keep in touch with these guys, right?
I hope so. For the most part, we all exchange numbers and we all have each other's emails. And for those who have Facebook, because like I said, a lot of them are older than me, so a lot of them don't even.
How
know
much
to-
older?
20 or 30 years older
Wow.
than me.
Holy shit.
So have they been there for a while then, or they
Well-
just got hired as they
No,
were already older?
they've been there, or some of them came after me, but they've all been in their trade for a long time,
Right.
so they know what they're doing, but it's just being the wise man,
Yeah.
And-
Well, the crazy part about like work and stuff too is that it's funny because like you always hear that like, okay, like you're supposed to grow up, get a job, do this, do that, right? And in America's work week, I guess like in Europe it's a lot less like 40 hours is like crazy to some people, you know.
They have
except
siestas, don't they?
Well, except for Japan, and like those people work themselves to death supposedly. But no, dude, for real, dude, like people like kill themselves. Like they actually have
Europe?
Yeah, dude. Like no, in Japan.
Oh yeah, in Japan.
They actually have
I've
this thing
heard
going.
that.
They actually have this thing going on where we saw it on fuck, what was the show that we were watching? Oh, Vice News.
No,
Dude, I got some
Yeah.
sweet
They're
shit to talk
real.
to you about Japan, dude.
Yeah, Vice News actually has Vice, if you know Vice, they actually have a new segment on HBO, I guess, and it's like a 30-minute breakdown of the news, right? So they were talking about how Japan people are so overloaded with work that they're promoting this thing called Happy Friday or something like that, where people get off early on Fridays now, like they work like a half day, and
Like everywhere?
like everywhere, yeah, like not everywhere, like they're trying to make it happen, but it's dependent upon the company. Anyway,
Damn.
aside from that, like I mean.
I wish they would pick up on that over here.
Yeah, I hope so too. But anyway, so the crazy thing about work is that like, you know, we're there 40 hours a week, right? And here's the crazy part. If you actually mathematically break down like how long you're with your significant other compared to how long you're with these people at work, it's crazy, dude. You're really at work with these people more than you are with your family sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's fucking crazy, dude. Think about it, dude. Like, because you can say, okay, well, I go home and I only work 8 hours, right? So you come home at 5, and then let's say you go to bed at 11.
That's not counting OT and whatever, you know?
Exactly. Well, that's not even it. Yeah, that's not even counting OT and stuff like that. Right?
OT.
And then
Nobody likes it when you go
you're
OT.
sleeping the whole other time, and then when you're not sleeping,
Drake doesn't.
when shut up. when you're not sleeping in the morning, like you can't count that as like hanging out with like, you know, your family or significant other because you're getting ready for work.
Right.
So you legitimately spent more time with these people at work than you do with some of your loved ones sometimes. So it's kind of crazy, dude. Like, so you can see why you would have that reaction like when you leave, because I wrote it down right here. Actually, I was like, I kind of think it's actually like almost like the last day of school, because school's the same way. You know, like you go to school and you're always around like your group of friends and stuff like that because you're around them all the time. Like, hey, what are you doing between this period and this period? Like, let's ditch this one. Like, you know. So like the last day of school is all sad because it's like, oh man, I'm not gonna get to see like everybody, you know. So your last day of work is almost like your last day of school because you don't get to see those people anymore, you know. So it gets kind of emotional. It's like, oh man, what's gonna happen? Because I can remember a lot of people that I worked with that after, like, I was sad to see them go, but the only thing that keeps you together is work.
Yeah.
And I guess that's the difference between work and family. That's why, like, you know, the hours with family are more precious, is because no matter what, it doesn't matter how long you're away from family. Like, you guys are family to me, you know, and like all our friends that are out there that we may not get to see as much, they're family to me. But like when you catch back up with them, it's like you don't miss a beat. But if you ever run into your coworkers like five years from now, or I mean, shit, even maybe 6 months from now, it'll be a little bit weird. It's like, oh, so what are you doing? And all you're going to talk about is work. But there's still that weird emotional connection because all you do is see them, you know?
Right.
So,
Right.
No, that's kind of my take on it.
The more you know.
Shut the fuck up.
Exactly. Thank you, George. I was looking for that.
So, our last podcast, we had you guys drinking it up.
Well,
And
I mean,
Sal
yeah.
woke up with one of the worst hangovers.
Not the worst. I wouldn't call it the worst.
But he woke with a
TTFO,
hangover.
fool.
I wouldn't call it the worst, but I mean, it goes back to what I'm telling you guys about taking care of yourself or when you drink, because I didn't think I had too much, right? But
Well, but hangovers are, you have to admit that hangovers get worse when you get older. dude.
yeah, it wasn't the worst I'd ever had, but I did wake up with a headache, and it was like kind of like a day long headache. And I thought, oh, okay, I'll just eat something, might go away. I'll take some ibuprofen, might go away. Nope, it's sitting with me for the most of the day.
Yeah.
But it's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
I fucking feel you on that.
I know. I mean, when I was younger, I mean, I don't know if you guys know the story, but like, I'm pretty sure I've told this to you guys because it just cracks me up even now, because there was a time where, I don't know, I mean, we had probably gone out and drank. I mean, I'm sure it was with one of you two. And I was working retail back then. I was working retail warehouse. I was usually the one to open the you know, my department, whatever. I was there, you know, checking emails or whatnot. I forget what I was doing, but I know I was at the work desk.
Sucking dick.
It was definitely not that, because nobody was there. But so I was at the work desk checking emails or whatever, and nobody was there. Yeah, it was probably, you know, I mean, in the whole warehouse, nobody was in the warehouse except me. So I was just there checking emails, like I said, and And I was really tired, man. I cannot explain how tired I was.
I just remembered the story. I'm
tired.
sorry.
I don't think I've ever heard this story before. So
Okay, I
let
was
me
so
hear it.
tired and still so hungover, man. Like it was probably, had to have been like 7:30, 8 in the morning. Okay, so and I know we were out pretty late that night.
Where were we at? Beat It?
No, I mean I don't know what it was.
Rocket?
It could have been anything.
I mean,
Blue Mondays?
dude, it was either one of
All
one
three
of
of those are very valid guesses.
It was one of those
It was one
three.
of
I
those three,
shit
probably.
you not. It was one of those
Havana
three.
House Martini Tuesdays.
Oh, man. Don't get me started on that.
Fuck those.
Anyway, yeah,
Don't
it was,
get me
it was
started on
any
that.
one of those four. Or you probably hit the right on. Anyway, so like I said, I was checking emails or on the computer with whatever. But I was so tired, man. And like the computer desk had a chair, and I started slouching. I was like, oh man, I'm just gonna get comfortable for a little bit. I'm not gonna do anything. So whatever, I started slouching, and the next thing I know, like I'm waking up because I had actually dozed
fell
off.
asleep.
I fell asleep on the chair. And you
Yeah,
know what? You
boy.
want to know what the only reason was why I woke up? I don't know. I mean, George says he knows the story, but the only reason why I woke up is because I was so out of it and so tired and apparently sleeping I don't know how long.
You're snoring.
No, not that. Worse.
You pissed your pants.
No.
What?
No, not that bad. But I was apparently I was slouched over at a point where I drooled on my fucking arm. I drooled on my arm, and the water from hitting my arm woke me up.
Bit.
Yeah, the spit, whatever. Yeah.
Dude, it would have been so much better if you pissed your pants.
No, I don't know about that, dude. But yeah, I'm just lucky nobody was around to see that, because if not, damn, I would have been probably fucking fired or written
Man,
up or something.
I wish my memory was good enough to remember, because I remember you telling me that story the actual day that it happened.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
You called me and you talked to me and you're like, dude, I was so fucking hungover that
Yeah.
this is what happened. You told me that story. I was like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
It
holy
was pretty
shit.
bad. But I mean,
You know, it may have not even been like back in those days, dude. It was just okay to just come over to my house and just fucking drink a whiskey and beer for no reason, dude. Like it was just like ridiculous, dude.
I think so, yeah.
Play a rock band or something crazy like that, like
Yeah.
it's dumb.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Fucking
Yeah.
hangovers are fucking wicked, dude. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Now.
it seems like they're even worse now. I mean,
you know the one thing that I'm starting to get more into though is trying to find out like, because back then like you're pretty much Superman, dude. Like
Oh, yeah.
you don't think about remedies or anything like that, or like drinking water or like fucking coconut water.
Yeah,
or
back
anything
then,
like that. Like,
see, back then when I woke up, all I needed was like a freaking greasy ass cheeseburger and a Coke, and I was good
and
to go.
a fucking
Yeah.
tub of Coke, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
and I was good
exactly.
to go.
Fucking McDonald's tub of Coke. Or for me, it was McDonald's tub of Dr. Pepper.
So like now that we're all like aged like a fine cheese,
Past
or a
our
fine
30s, now it takes like
But-
fucking 4 fucking days.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, dude. But like, what do you use as your hangover remedy?
Well,
though?
the
Like,
night that I
like-
get home, I need a Gatorade. I need 2 ibuprofens, and I mean, for me, I think.
and
I
if you forget to do it, you're fucked, right?
you're fucked. Yeah, but I think for me though, I really need as much sleep as I can get.
Damn.
Seriously, because every time that I wake up with a fucking hangover, it's like I gotta get up early the next morning, and that's what kills me. So,
What
yeah.
about you, George?
Coconut water, dude. I
Oh,
don't
really?
know.
Coconut water
Yeah,
is disgusting,
dude.
man. I cannot
That's some
drink
pussy
that.
shit.
It's gross, dude. But dude, you pound a couple of those before you go to bed, dude, and you're gonna go.
What?
Damn.
Yeah.
Alone, just coconut water.
Yeah, just coconut water. You just gotta fucking chug it, dude. Just chug it, and then
No, I like coconut water.
No,
dude.
I think it tastes disgusting.
In the
man.
morning-
I was drinking a lot of that shit, but then I found out there's a lot of sugar in that shit.
Well, Ralph's actually has a coconut water. If you get their organic one, it only has 3 grams of sugar. Which isn't that bad.
Bullshit.
It does, dude. I'm gonna I have some that I got specifically for tonight because I knew that we were gonna be drinking.
I don't believe you.
And you're gonna have some, and you're gonna feel good tonight.
Man,
You're gonna feel good tonight. And then
This is where you insert to make me feel good.
and
Made me feel good. Oh, God, made me feel good.
And I don't mean to sound like a hipster or anything, but like kombucha, dude, is fucking actually pretty good.
No,
dude.
no, fuck. You're
No,
a fucking
dude,
hipster, dude.
dude,
No,
you
fuck
get-
that.
Oh man,
You see, well, here's the thing with kombucha, it's kind of like a hair of the dog thing. So like everybody's like,
there is
oh,
no hair of the dog. God damn it.
No, there
The
is.
hair of the
there
dog is a fucking
No.
another beer, dude.
No,
No.
here's
I
why.
cannot drink another beer while being hangover.
Bullshit,
hungover.
dude.
I
I've
cannot
done
do
that many times and it's
You
gone
have.
away.
No, that's
yeah.
for you. I'm sure.
Okay,
99%
yeah.
of
I
people
guess
cannot
to
do
each his
that.
own. To each his own.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like it's
To
like
each
the
his own.
whole Louis Jordan thing, dude. It's like what's the use of getting sober if you're just gonna get drunk again?
Dude, Don't take
Just-
my line away, man.
Oh, you already
That's
took it
my
from me,
line.
huh?
That's
You're
no,
gonna
that's
save it.
That's my fucking line.
It's in your notes.
No, that's my fucking IG fucking quote.
But it is good. Like, well, that's why I think it kind of works. Is because like, so kombucha has like probiotics, which is good for your stomach, right? And it helps you like with all that sour stomach kind of feel. But there's
Yeah.
a little bit of booze in it. There's like a little bit of like alcohol that ferments, and then there's a little bit of caffeine, and like, dude, it just makes you feel like good. And then, but I have a kombucha, and then I have to sleep. To Chava's point, I have to go back
I
to
need
sleep
to
now.
I
sleep.
have a kombucha.
Yeah. Kombucha.
I need to sleep about
But yeah,
everything.
but you definitely need to sleep, dude. When me and Heather went to Europe, I told her, I was like, dude, this trip is making me a fucking alcoholic. Because all you do out there, dude, like the
I agree,
culture
I
out there,
agree.
dude, they're all about like, it's not like out here, dude, like, you know, where it's like, oh, you're 21, or you're not 21, you can't drink, right? Over there, you're 18, you can drink, right?
Yeah.
Out there, it's like, oh,
18?
Yeah, 18, yeah.
Damn.
Out there, it's like, oh, you're in a park.
Yeah, but the
You can't
DUI
drink.
accident rates are higher over there. Though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, whatever. We're not going to get into that, but there's more public transportation too. Like, I mean, there's whatever.
that
It doesn't
too.
matter, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Go.
But
Sorry.
yeah. So, but like out there, like drinking is like more culture. So like people are a lot more grown up about it, you know. So like it's like you can take a bottle of wine into the park, like, you know, like that's what we used to do. Is what the coolest thing to do out there is actually like just grab a bottle of wine and just fucking find a cool park or like a little river or whatever and just fucking drink out there. You know what I mean?
Like a
And-
wino?
Like a wino, dude. Exactly like a
Fuck
wino.
yeah.
Fall asleep on the bench. Maybe chill out with some pigeons, you know? Fucking. But we would always wake up the next day and I'd feel hungover and I'd be like, oh man, like I can't do this anymore. But eventually, because, you know, every place that you go, you end up, you know, all right, glass of wine or a beer, and I'd feel better. And I'd be like, God damn. I was like, this fucking trip is turning me into an alcoholic. And she had this joke. It's like you get a little bit of booze, you have a
Little bit.
cigarette, you shake it all up, and it's like, boop, New George. And it, dude, it really was like that, dude. Like I'd have like a beer, you know, I'd have a vape or a fucking a Lucky Strike, like a little bit of nicotine, you know,
vape.
and then boom, brand new George. I'd be like, all right, I'm ready to go now. And like, and then we just start bar hopping again. And it was like 2 weeks of this, you know, so. I mean, I know Chava doesn't agree with it, but there is something to say about the hair of the dog, although it is kind of just putting off the inevitable. You know what I mean? Because you're going to go through it no matter what. I mean, especially in your 30s. Like, and I remember this one guy once told me, man, I don't remember where it was or whatever, but he told me, he's like, hey, man, once you hit 30, it's all downhill, man. And I was like, shut up, dude. I was like, 30's so young. 30's so young. Like, it's not going to happen.
No way.
And dude, sure enough, dude, like, fuck, dude. These hangovers are literally 2 days long. Literally 2 days long.
No, I agree with that.
What do you do for your hangover?
What do I do?
Well, see, here's the interesting part
Get
to
yelled
me.
at?
Here's the interesting part to me is that your hangovers are weird because unlike me and Sal works an early morning shift. I work a normal day shift. You work fucking graveyard, dude. And for your body to
used to.
recover from that, or you used to,
Yeah.
though you're not going to anymore. Well,
Well, I will.
eventually, but what I'm saying though is like working graveyard. Like, how the fuck do you do that? Like, I can't even imagine like unswitching myself from graveyard, getting drunk, waking up when you should be. So technically, like when you're off graveyard, right? So here's my mindset about it, right? So
Yeah,
you're working
yeah,
all
go
week.
ahead.
You're working graveyard, right?
Yeah.
And then it's your last day at work, and then you come home, and then you get some sleep, and then you have to adhere or, you know, switch over to your family time, which your family aren't vampires like you, so they fucking sleep
Exactly.
normal hours, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So then you get drunk, let's say, like at a family event, and then so when you should be sleeping, then you wake up with a hangover. Like, how the fuck do you even manage that, dude? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Like all your Instagram pictures of you drinking a beer at 8 a.m.
yeah, a Mickey's at 8 a.m.
Yeah. Well, the best I can tell you is I live my life. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. Go ahead.
I live my life by the quote of Dean Martin. Do you know that, George? I'm pretty sure you heard this before.
I don't know the D Martin quote.
Dean Martin's quote is, he says, how do you keep from getting hungover?
You just
And he said, "You stay drunk. You stay drunk."
Dude,
So-
you're not drunk 24 hours of the day, man. Come on.
Wait. So are
No.
you willing to admit now that you're not employed by your previous employer that you were drunk most of the time on that?
No.
job?
I'll never
According
say
to
that.
you,
but
you're saying that
but
you
you're
would just
you're
stay
telling me
drunk.
when I go out and drink. Yeah, when I go out and drink, I went out and drank at like 6 a.m. because I lived the graveyard shift.
But eventually, you got to get to the inevitable of like, oh shit, I should probably sober up because if not, you're gonna end up in pretty bad shape. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, if it was worth it, I got to stop drinking 8 hours before my shift. So,
if anybody
I would
knows where
stop
this man was
drinking.
employed, I'm sorry.
I would stop drinking 8 hours before my shift.
Dude,
No,
you're freaking getting hammered.
No, I'd have to say, like, yeah, hell yeah, dude. It was fucking bullshit.
anyways,
to fucking
How
work that
was
shit.
your first day unemployed actually today? What did you do?
I actually did nothing.
Really? Why
Like,
not?
I was gonna do laundry and I was gonna do all that shit, but I was like, fuck no.
Dude,
I was like,
how
dude,
good are you feeling? You just said you were gonna do a laundry. I was gonna do a laundry.
I meant
I
to
think you
say
meant
I was gonna do
I think he was thinking about it. Yeah.
one load of laundry.
Laundry. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Sloppiest podcast ever right here,
We,
dude.
we apologize ahead of time.
No, but I just want to say, like,
I think we're doing pretty
like,
good though. Come
dude,
on.
I just gotta say,
Yeah, man,
is
we're
that
having
I'm
fun.
so
Yeah.
happy right now because one, I'm unemployed, and two, I so deserve
Again,
this,
not by
man.
choice.
I so deserve this.
Hey, and you know what, dude? You really do. Like, so
Yeah, big props to you for
know what?
working
Yeah.
graveyard alone,
Hell yeah,
man.
dude.
Like, I don't think I could ever
let
do that.
Ray be drunk and fucked up. Because,
Yeah.
dude, working graveyard, you know who else works graveyard? Is David, my sister's husband. And man, you guys, dude, like every time I see you guys, I'm like, dude,
Like zombies?
fuck, dude. Like, dude, we went to go watch Logan the other night, right? And David, oh my God, dude.
This
I
is
don't-
like Ray's fourth whiskey.
so people can't see.
On the rocks.
Ray is asking me to give him a whiskey, so I'm
Give
gonna
me a
give him,
whiskey.
I'm gonna give him some Bookers now.
Yeah, please.
Which is, by the way, a lot.
Again, we're
a lot more
plugging
potent.
some.
Oh no, Booker's is the shit, dude. It's great. It's the highest echelon of Jim Beam.
We're
whiskey.
gonna have to take pictures of everything we
Yeah,
drank
boy.
tonight,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
to show everybody what it is,
Yeah.
so that they can find it at their nearest store,
So-
wherever it is that they buy their liquor, booze.
So tonight, unlike the last episode, we're actually drinking really good stuff all the way around.
Hell
That's what I
yeah!
have to say. There's no Evan Williams up in
I
this.
think I just peaked that shit.
There's no talk about natty ice or anything crazy
No,
like that.
no.
We're drinking good stuff. So we have Booker's, Glenfiddich. Anyway, so back to my point was, dude, like I see you and I see David and I see anybody out there that's worked graveyard, and it's like, man, like sometimes in my position I have to go in at night, right? So I do work a similar graveyard shift, which is like midnight to like 9 a.m., right? And I only have to do it once, like every like 3 months. But I think to myself, like, man, you guys do it every single week, dude. Like, that's fucking tough, dude. Like, so fucking, I mean, my respects to anybody that does that, dude. Like, anybody out there that does that, dude. Like, I mean, that's a manly man shift, especially like if you're going home and you're taking care of a family.
Hey, don't start getting choked up, Ray.
If you're taking care of,
No. It's true. It's true.
yeah, if you're taking care of a family, or if you have like, I mean, if you're single, still you're manning up, you know. But I mean, there's something to be said about.
Yeah, because nobody wants to work those kind of hours.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
hell
But
no.
if you're single
Hell
and
no.
doing it, it's a little bit easier. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from the grind of that shift, but
Yeah.
dude, like, I mean, if you actually have like if you have to work on a relationship, like, you know, you have a girlfriend or a wife, you know, and
Kids.
you have 3 kids, you know, like, I mean, dude, that's when it starts to be like, man, you got to tip your hat to that, you know. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely hard, and I owe it to, like I said, like the people that I met while I was working. One of the things I put in perspective is one of my coworkers. He told me, he's like, hey,
You're pretty fucked up. You should go home.
Do not drive.
yeah,
man.
that's what he told me.
Just sleep.
He told me
he
that
won't
one
though,
time
he
when I
won't,
came
he
to
won't.
relieve him. He told me that one time. When
Tomorrow
I
we'll
came
get
to
a text, dude. I was fucking hungover, man.
Dude, I was like so fucked up. Oh god damn.
Vanessa yelled at me.
Dude, yeah, fucking Vanessa like yelled at me, dude. I can't record this anymore. I can't come and play anymore. No, but my coworker, he told me one time, he's like, hey, one thing you need to remember is that your family does not work graveyard, and it's not their fault that you work graveyard. So don't take it out on them.
That
You know,
is-
That's some great
that's a bold
advice.
statement right
Fuck
there.
yeah,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
And it definitely like it dude, I shit you not, like that's the one thing that like, you know, freaking was burned into my fucking brain, because I was like, dude, before he told me that, dude, I was always yelling at my wife, I was yelling at my kids, like, you know, and I was like, and when he laid that down to me,
Yeah.
dude, I swear to God, my whole fucking body like just went like yellow, like, because I felt like a piece of shit, because I was like, dude, you're so right. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Well,
You know, so-
big ups to your coworkers for
No, yeah.
for instilling
And,
that in you. You know?
and that's what and that's why like I said, like, I learned a lot of life lessons from them.
Yeah, that's
You
cool.
know, not only work wise but life wise, because I looked at that and I was like, holy fuck, like, I can't believe, like, I've been taking this out on my family, and you know, and I felt like I couldn't believe that I was taking it out on them, you know.
Yeah.
And after that, like, I seriously try to
Well, that's
not do that. But yeah, and ever since then, like, I definitely, like, I always instill myself, like, I always instill that in my head. Do not fucking say that shit. I know that it's not my fault that I have to work graveyard, so I should not take that out on them.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Well, I mean, you know, everybody should really, fuck, man. I mean, if you're trying to do,
You gotta do what you
man,
gotta do.
you gotta do what you gotta do, dude. Especially like in this day and age. I mean, like the whole, like, what is it? The American dream, right? Is like, let's work 8 to 5 and all this crap. Like, I mean, but that's not the truth, man. Like, come on, man. Like, really, like in our class, like, we're not. For people that know us, you know, like, we're not 6-figure people that are fucking, you know, 8
Well,
to
you're
5,
not?
like this and that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about? Like,
yeah, exactly.
we're not like blue collar, like, you know, people that just, I forgot where I was going at this point because I'm getting distracted right here, but
Sorry.
it's all right. So I was making some gestures over here, but you know, like, you always got to make, I mean, I hate to be kind of like, what's the word? Not punny, but like,
Buzzkill?
not buzzkill, dude. Buzzkill. I hate to be like you have to make lemons out of lemonade, like using cliches, you know what I mean? But like in reality, like, I mean, that's what we always really have to do is, like, you know, we work hard. We always try to make things happen, and we do it because we love the people that we love, and we do it for a reason, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, to your coworker's point, like, we do these things because it's not their fault, but it's like what we have to do to be, you know, good. You know what I mean? Like, good
No,
men,
yeah.
supportive. You know what I mean? Like,
And that's what
Good
we talk about
fucking
this
man.
podcast. That's why we say it's about adulting, and you
because
know,
we're all
Exactly.
about being
we're
money.
not always going
We're
to
all
be talking
being
about
fucking
you know
money.
We're not always going to be talking about getting drunk and, you know, having fun. It's, you know, a lot of the times it's about getting shit done, and, you know,
yeah, dude. Sometimes the emotions come out, man. Sometimes, like, it's like, dude.
God damn, I gotta go. Oh God.
Sometimes, dude, like, it's like, shit, like, dude, we really are adults, like, you know.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird, dude? Like, you know, like, fuck, like, you actually become an adult, but like, you don't really feel like it, but it's like, shit, like, you have all these responsibilities and stuff like that, and it's like, man, like, sometimes it's time to, like, man up, woman up, you know, whatever it may be. Like, it's time to, like, actually, like, care. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
Yep.
but I guess that's what it's all about, is like, for our podcast, is that, like, you know, we do these things, but at the same time, we can have fun, we can have drinks. So that's the one thing that I mean, if there's a message from our podcast that should, you know, go out to everybody, is that, you know, if you're out there and you're manning up like Ray, you know, if you're manning up like Dave, if you're manning up like anybody, and you have a job and you're working hard at it, like, you know, like, shit, we work stable jobs, Chava and I, like, you know, we fucking try hard to fucking be the best that we can be at our jobs. Fucking, dude, give yourself a break sometimes, man. Like, you know, don't forget that, like, even though you're trying to adult as hard as you can, hey man, it's okay to go fucking find a toy. It's okay to play a video game. It's
Oh,
okay
yeah.
to fucking
Hell
get
yeah.
drunk, you know,
Hell
like
yeah. Because I know
it's
I play a
okay
lot
to
of
do
video
these
games.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what's cool about that is that, like, you know, today I went over to Ray's house and I saw his kids and I was like, you know what? Like, the one thing that I had in my life was like people in our parents, right? For some reason, they thought adulthood was like, you're an adult. Like, that's it. Like, you can't like this shit anymore. You can't like toys. You can't like cartoons. You can't do this, right? But our generation, we like to watch cartoon with our kids. We like to, like, you know what? Like, hey, you have an easy bake oven? Shit, I'm going to cook on that with you. You want to play some video games?
Yeah.
I'm going to play some video games with you. And that's why, like, that's the difference between, like, past generations and our generation, right? Is that, like, we have a connection with our kids that it's like, it's okay to tap into that, what made us. We're not ashamed of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
of course.
we go to Comic-Con. We love comic books. You know, like, we love seeing this stuff up on the big screen and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like, that's the great thing about our generation and the things that, like, I don't know, that's what this is about,
Right.
in my opinion.
Speaking
Yeah.
of, speaking of Comic Con real quick, the tickets go on sale next week. Yeah, they just announced it this week, so
Oh hell yeah.
hopefully we're lucky
Yeah,
enough
hopefully we're
to
getting that.
get in there.
So is it that whole waiting
Make
in
a
line,
profile,
the digital
do the whole
line,
thing.
all
Yeah,
thing?
yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. It's a headache. It gives me so much anxiety every year. But I mean, the last couple of years have been lucky enough to get us in. So hopefully, again, it continues.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I will be on a cruise then. Well, I don't want to say unfortunately, but
Hey, you're gonna be on a cruise, man. Come on.
I'm going to be on a cruise, but to get Comic-Con tickets or, I mean, wristbands or whatever,
gonna
whatever
be up
the
to
fuck,
me.
like, it's going to be up to Sal. So if Sal gets in, then we're going to get to we're going to be able to go to Comic-Con.
You see, that's why I don't agree with it, dude. Like, I was talking to my brother about it, who is the OGest of
Oh,
OGs
yeah,
of
yeah.
Comic-Con.
Yeah. Hell
And
yeah.
it's like, in my opinion, dude, if you were going from the beginning, Comic-Con has, like, the organization of Comic-Con should respect the fact that, hey, these guys have been going since the beginning, before it got big, before it got to millions and millions of people wanting to go. And it should say, hey, who's gone? They have a record of it. They have to have credit cards and
Right,
names and stuff
right,
like that.
yeah.
And at least reach out to those people and be like, hey, you guys have first dibs. None of this bullshit fucking lottery crap. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
what it is pretty much now. Yeah, it's a lottery.
It's crap, dude. I mean, I think
Yeah.
it's absolute crap that they disrespect, like, the people that have been going for a long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we
yeah.
had this conversation, you know, when we first, what was it, our very first, like, quote unquote pilot first episode?
There is no pilot.
There is no pilot.
There's
like,
there's
we-
only
we
episode
said-
0.
We talked about how big this thing is getting, you know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's-
definitely.
in my opinion, it is kind of unfair that, like, you know, it was grown by these people that decided to always go every year. And now all those people have to wait in a lottery. Regardless of how big it got, they would have continued to go every single year. You know what I mean?
Right.
And now they have to wait in a lottery. I think that's bullshit. So, I mean, that's my take on it.
No, that is definitely true.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, but at the same time, obviously, you got to look at the standpoint of the people who have never gone and
Yeah.
they want to go. I mean, I don't know.
I guess
Yeah,
that's true. I mean, if
'cause,
there's that
like,
many people, yeah.
I could agree and disagree because, like, you know what? Me personally, I can't speak for Sal, but me personally, like, this is gonna be my it's gonna be my 6th year going to Comic-Con. So, like, for people like the OG people who have been going there and then they're bitching about
I think me
you
and you were tied as far as how many times we've been, because I know there's been a year that I didn't go with you.
yeah, because I went me and John.
Yeah,
went,
so we're
you know?
both about 6 or so. Yeah.
And so, like, it kind of sucks that OG people can't get in, but then at the same time, and, like, the way that they do it gives people like me a chance to get in, you know? So
Yeah, right. So, George, you have another surprise beer for us this week, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
What is it?
Let's wrap this thing up.
What is your mystery beer? Also, I want to give a big ups to Trader Joe's of all
Oh,
people.
yes,
but
yes.
before we get to our mystery beer, our last mystery beer was
Oh, yes. Good point. Why are you yelling, dude?
Yeah, why are you yelling? You just cut me off, man. That was rude. But go ahead.
oh
Yeah.
shit, my bad.
Go
dude.
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm really drunk right now. So
I know you are. Just go say what you gotta do.
Okay,
I'll see what you gotta
dude.
say.
Shut the fuck up, then.
So we're gonna go round table
Well,
to Ray's great announcement, and
Yeah.
then we'll go to Chava, and then we'll go to the mystery beer.
from our mystery beer from last episode was from George. Please tell me.
Belching Beaver.
And where did you buy that from?
The beer was from Mission Liquor, but it's seasonal. So if you guys want to like hunt it out, most craft beer places have it, but you got to make sure that you go. I think their actual season itself is between December and February. If you're trying to look for it outside of those months, then more than likely it might be a little bit stale. You may not get a lot of that chocolate out of it. But hey, I mean, stouts tend to age pretty well, so I can hear you grooming your mustache,
Yes,
dude.
stop that.
Sorry.
Most of the stouts age pretty well. So, give it a shot. I mean, it's all good in the hood. So, Chava actually was blown away by a beer that I brought up just as a filler beer, which I thought was going to be a filler beer.
Yeah, I mean, I
episode.
just can't believe it comes from Trader Joe's of
Yeah,
all places. But Adventurous Stranger Coffee Kolsch.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not a big coffee beer, admirer, but this is a damn good beer, man. And it's a blonde.
Yeah.
So that's pretty hard
that's
to
the one thing that blew
understand
me-
to me.
That's the one thing that blew me away about this beer is that you're right. Like most coffees are associated with stouts, so it's always like a coffee
Exactly,
stout,
yeah.
dark beer. And this is actually a light beer. So like if you like, dude, I would even tell people that like Bud Light or Coors or to even try it because it's so crisp and there's a little bit of coffee.
Yeah.
Dude, it's that good. And
It is really good.
the best
honestly.
part about this beer is that most 22-ounce beers that you buy that are craft tend to retail about what, like $5-6 a bottle.
Right.
This is only $2.99
What?
at Trader Joe's. Yeah, dude, $2.99. $2.99 Trader Joe's.
Wow.
Pick it up.
Well, we have to make sure to take a picture of everything we drank tonight too.
Yes, we will.
To let everybody know what it is.
So-
We will be taking pictures of that shit.
So there's
Yeah.
gonna be like 20 pictures.
Yeah.
Or just one picture of 20 bottles.
Yeah. We
Oh.
would like to take this opportunity to wrap this thing up with the George's Beer Mystery Corner. As always. Not as
Is
always.
that
but-
what you're going with?
yeah, I'm just going to go with George's Beer Mystery Corner.
Yeah.
George's Beer Mystery Corner.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. I should have brought my DJ.
So this week, ladies and gentlemen, we have a beer from...
Oh man, I think at this point,
Let's
I think
hear
you
it,
guys-
George. Let's
I
hear it,
think At
George.
this point, you guys are more drunk than I am.
Well, no, I'm not that drunk. I'm just happy. I'm just
Well,
saying.
I'm fucked up, but I just want to hear what George is giving us today.
All right, so this week, Ray, you have to finish your beer. That's actually in the glass.
This one?
Yes, because
Oh,
I'm going to pour
sorry.
it into that glass. And there's something
What is
that
that?
your laptop says that you may want to take account into.
It's nothing.
It's just update your Java, bro.
Okay, so
All right,
I'm
so-
doing my job.
So
Fuck
this
that.
beer this weekend to wrap up the show is a California beer. But
Yes.
at the same time, it is a East Coast beer.
Oh, yeah.
California. Okay.
It's a California East Coast beer because it's a collaboration.
I love collaborations.
So are we gonna be making this like your weekly thing here?
Yeah.
mystery beer?
So every podcast we're gonna do a mystery thing. So if you
Hell
guys,
yeah.
if you guys hear this weird thing in the distance here, this is actually the physics brewing system. Now, here's the thing about the physics brewing system.
Give it to me.
It's Jesus, Ray. It is a
On a scale of 1 to 10, Ray is like an 8 as
Mm-hmm.
far as hammered.
yeah.
Dude, I'm like at a 10, getting ready to get to 11. Spinal Tap style, baby.
So the physics brewing system. This is not an ad, by the way. I mean, we've been plugging.
Yeah, we've
this
been
shit,
plugging the hell out of
yeah.
everything
But
we've been using
we're
and
not doing
drinking,
it, like, yeah.
but we're not.
But we have to say, what we're plugging in
It's
is
stuff
because
we've been
we
using, yeah.
fucking like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or we've been using it or drinking it for a while now.
Yeah,
We're not going to be plugging any shit that we don't like
Well,
and
because
that we don't use.
In order to actually plug something, you have to actually be big, and we're not big, dude. Like,
No,
come on. Like, what
no.
is this, episode 4, and we're not.
Yes,
Come on, man. Like,
yes, of course.
Yeah, we're
Like-
barely at A New Hope.
yeah. Exactly.
We are the New Hope.
Everybody
Yes.
that's listening to us, it's probably our friends and our family, and we miss you and we love you, and thank you for listening.
Yes.
And if there's any new listeners, then hey, man, let's chill. Let's be family and friends.
Yeah.
Have a beer with us.
What's going on?
Drink what we drink. What's going on? Yeah, like hit
Drink
us
what
up.
we drink.
Yeah, give us a little comment.
How you
what's
doing?
up?
Yes.
Yeah.
How you
So,
doing?
This physics. Let me give you a little background about this physics thing, right? So I was drunk.
This is the way every single story starts.
Exactly. And I wanted to find out what I wanted to give myself for my birthday. And then I don't even know how the internet works nowadays, right? Where they just suggest shit to you. And this fucking thing came up.
Mm-hmm. Was it an ad?
It was a suggested YouTube video.
Mm-hmm.
So you drop in a growler or a bottle into this thing, you seal it up, and it runs on AA batteries. And then what it does is it pushes air into the beer to force it out, which means that it doesn't disturb the carbonation inside of the beer.
Booyah!
And then you push the
That's science.
you push the lever back, and then it microfoams it to make it taste like a nitro beer,
Shit, booyah!
like all creamy.
Creamy.
All right, cut it out, dude. So like,
Stop sounding weird,
this is
man.
this is the original. What I have here, and we'll take a picture of it, I guess. Right, is the original model. They have better models now, which I don't like because you can't fit a growler in it.
You
but whatever.
can't fit a growler in it.
But I would have to say, if you're a beer aficionado,
Beer fish.
you should probably get it.
Get it.
It's $145, but hey, man, it's worth it. And it's a
It's
birthday present
worth
to yourself, you know.
Get it. Oh yeah, get it.
Shut up, dude.
Jeez.
Jesus. We're gonna have to edit this whole fucking 30
Hell no.
minutes.
No.
We ain't editing nothing.
Okay, well, George, right now I'm smelling this beer.
All right, so here we go. So it's very dark.
It's an IPA.
Oh,
It's an IPA,
Yes.
even though it's this dark.
It smells like an IPA to me.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It's very. I have to say, from what I smelled, it's very hoppy.
Yes.
It is very hoppy.
Within the last couple of minutes, Ray just went to an 11.
Yeah. You just said, "Fuck the boundaries."
All right, well, I'm gonna take a swig.
All right, take a swig. So I'll describe it to you guys since you guys can't see it. It's very cloudy. It's very dark. It does have an IPA nose. Using this physics system, it makes it very creamy on the top, but it may not
Yes.
necessarily be like that getting poured out of the bottle.
Yes. George?
So tell me what you guys think. Try to find what's going on in this beer.
All I know is it's an IPA. That's
No?
I can't. No,
Any sweetness in it? No, nothing.
not like the last one where I tasted the chocolate.
Damn it.
I can't taste anything specific in
Well,
this.
here's the thing. So we're not gonna ask Ray what he tastes because he's drunk. He
Yeah.
just tastes booze.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I was like, sorry guys, but don't ask me because you know what? I'm drunk and
See, that's why you don't know what you're gonna get with this podcast.
That's true.
You know. That's
but
what I'm saying.
I just gotta say, like, fuck, I'm drunk, and so don't ask me what I'm gonna be tasting because George is.
all right, I'm gonna mute
no,
you.
no, don't mute me, you motherfucker.
Don't mute me, bro. Don't mute me.
Don't tase me, bro.
Don't mute me, bro.
Don't tase me, bro. But I'm just saying, like,
I'm just
George is the one to tell you what the taste is like because you know what? He is the one that can't taste it because for me, no.
Okay.
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 I
So
can't taste
Chava, your rebuttal.
Dude, all I can say is that this is an IPA.
Yeah.
Even though the color is not
Dark.
an IPA color,
Yeah,
it's an
exactly.
IPA.
I'm gonna talk to you, Chava, because I don't think I'm gonna get through to Ray. But so allow,
Fuck you, bitch.
allow yourself to kind of get through.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
No, yeah, but the darkness comes from berries,
Blackberries,
blackberries, raspberries. So find the sweetness. in
Schnauzelberries.
Schnauzelberries. No Schnauzelberries. There's a sweetness at the end that comes from a blackberry.
Is it blackberry?
So it's a little bitter, like a little, like just like a blackberry is, like it's kind of tart.
I don't remember the last time I had a blackberry.
Oh, well, I mean, it happens.
Oh yeah, it fucking happened.
It does.
I'm gonna have to pick up some blackberry jam or something.
All right, so we're ready for the big reveal before we get the hell out of here.
Yeah, what is it?
Let's get.
Oh, no way!
Stones. Get the fuck out.
Give me IPA or give me death.
From Stone Brewing.
And I
Company.
just told you I wanted to try this.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
did.
were the one that said
Yeah.
that. Huh?
So
yeah.
I wasn't not gonna pick this because I thought it seemed kind of obvious since we texted about it. But I said, you know what? Damn, it looks good. And so for you guys that, I mean, we'll post a picture about it. Obviously, since we have so many pictures.
We
to
have
post.
so many. Yeah, oh my God.
But Stone,
We're going to flood your Instagrams with pictures.
So here's the background about Stone. Give me IPA or give me death. Stone recently ran a couple of beers where it's based out of the Virginia Brewing Company. So like they established a Virginia branch.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually have ingredients from Virginia that they're implementing into their brewing process. In this case, it's blackberries and raspberries. So that's what gives it the color. And then obviously you have all like, you know, whatever it is that Stone uses for hops. I mean, fucking Stone is, they're hop maniacs, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
course.
I really like it. You're right. It is very much just a straight IPA. In my opinion, I can really find the sweetness in it because of the darkness, you know? Like, but, I mean, I'm a little bit more sensitive to like the sugaryness of like beers, but it's good shit. I mean, in my opinion, you know, Stone keeps delivering with these great IPAs, and I mean, if they just keep them coming, I'll just keep drinking them. So
That's true.
Schnauzbirds taste like strawberries.
they do taste like schnozberry.
Fuck.
Dude, Ray, you are, oh my God.
All right, so I guess usually Ray has a final word, but he's fucked up as fuck.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm gonna take it right here. So, gentlemen, do you guys have any final words for this episode 4?
As
of the
we're
podcast?
recording this, as you guys could probably see on our Instagram, Logan came out today. So we're probably going to try and check that out this weekend. We might have a review for you next episode, maybe.
Yeah,
we'll
I
see
think
what
most
happens with
definitely.
that.
I've already seen it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Everybody should check it out. It's great.
Follow us on At All Grown Up Podcast on Instagram, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We're on SoundCloud, we're on Stitcher, we're on iTunes, we're on Google Play Music. Find us on there. Just search All Grown Up Podcast. Ray, you have anything to say?
Something nice and drunk, Ray. Something nice and drunk.
Can you see what you have there?
Yeah, I can actually see, but it's all about slurring. For
Okay,
me,
well, follow us individually. Ray Reason 13, The Beer Baron, and I'm Chava von Chavenstein.
Yep.
We're all on Instagram.
I'm not that drunk, but
He's not that drunk.
If anybody,
I'm not that drunk. Damn it! But I'm
thinking of a
surprised that
number-
you got that. I'm surprised you got that because
I'm
you know
thinking
what?
of a number right now, and if anybody can guess that, you win a prize.
But yeah, just like Chava said, follow us on Instagram, All Grown Up Podcasts, and you can follow us on Twitter.
We're on the Twitters. We're on the Facebooks.
Twitter, we're at Grown Up Podcasts. And
Are we
you
on the
can-
Snap Faces yet?
We do not have a Snapchat yet, but you can email us at
All Grown Up Podcast.
Podcast at yahoo.com.
Right on.
All right.
So,
hey, everybody. We love you guys.
Thanks for
We'll see you
listening.
next time.
Appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
and
See ya.
all I got to say is stay money.
And
And Ray, go on.
And stay money. God damn it, Sal.